Hey guys, I'm Gil Butler, the Primal Chef, coming to you today with another recipe from the biOptimizer's Primal Paleo cookbook. Today we're going to be making a Chinese noodle dish known as dan dan noodles. And now when you eat these out at a restaurant, they are always made with wheat gluten, refined vegetable oils, sugar, so many things that you're gonna not wanna eat. But I'm gonna show you how to make a keto and paleo version that's gonna rival any of the ones you would find out there. So here's what you will need. First, we're gonna do the sauce. And to make that, we have a 1/4 cup of chunky peanut butter. You can also do any other nut butters if you want to avoid peanuts for whatever reason. That goes into a bowl. Then you're gonna need 2 tablespoons of toasted sesame oil. You can mix those together. Then 2 tablespoons of gluten-free soy sauce or coconut aminos. Traditionally you do the soy sauce, but you can also use coconut aminos if you're trying to stay soy-free. Mix that in as well. Okay, now the next ingredient is vinegar, and it is not a vinegar you're gonna find in your average grocery store. Typically it's Chinese style, it's black vinegar. So if you go to a Chinese store, you can find it there. However, oftentimes the Chinese versions of it also have a lot of things added to it, caramel coloring, sugar, sometimes even wheat starch. So you gotta be careful and read the labels, which may or may not be in English. So it's a little bit challenging. However, a good trick for that is instead of getting Chinese black vinegar, get Japanese black vinegar. It's almost the exact same, and it is typically a much cleaner product. This one is made entirely from rice. So we're gonna add in the vinegar, a tablespoon of that, and mix it as well. And then the final ingredient, some spice, some deep aromatic flavor. We need chili oil. And chili oil is also something you're not gonna be able to find a good version of out on the market. So we have another recipe for that. We're gonna show you how to make homemade chili oil. It's gonna be a separate recipe in the Primal Paleo cookbook, and we have a video for it as well. But this is that final product, what it looks like. Beautiful homemade chili oil that's avocado oil based, and we're gonna add a nice tablespoon of that. And if you like it spicy, you can add more later. It's also gonna be used as a garnish, but just for the sauce, there you go. All right, so now that we have the sauce, we're gonna work on the rest. So we're gonna get the meat cooking. We have ground pork. Gotta do some avocado oil in the pan. Throw in our ground pork. So we're gonna cut up some yellow onion, and that's gonna go in as well. Into the pan. We also need some minced garlic. So we're gonna do that. And it doesn't need to be perfectly minced. This is kind of high heat cooking, so if you make it too small, it's just gonna burn. So we're just gonna do some rough choppage and call it good. We also have a couple brown mushrooms, baby bella or cremini. Slice, slice, slice. Into the pan. All right, and then we also want to get some ginger in there. So we're just going to quickly peel it. All right, and then slice. Very thin, as thin as you can get it. Take your like pieces, stack them up. Slice as thin as you can do it, so they're in little matchsticks, and then turn them over, slice thin. You have minced ginger. All right. To season it, I'm gonna add Chinese 5-spice, about a teaspoon of it. And then also salt, about another teaspoon or so. Mix it around. Okay, and you might notice this other pot of water that has been boiling. That is for my baby Bok Choy. Gonna just cut it up a little bit. And it is gonna go in here to blanch. And blanching is just basically flash cooking it. It's only gonna be in there for about a minute. We're not trying to completely cook it, just enough to soften it up, and then we can throw it in here and it will absorb the rest of the flavors and continue cooking in there. All right, so I also have a scallion here. Scallions have two parts. You got the green part and the white part. The white part is great for saute. The green part's great for garnish. So I'm gonna cut it about where it separates. This harder, there's a little bit of green on it still too, that's fine. And then the white stuff, slice, slice, slice. Into the pan it goes. And then the green part I'm going to reserve for the end. All right, so let's talk noodles. This is a noodle dish. Out in the restaurants, it's always gonna be wheat noodles. Sometimes you can get rice noodles if you just wanna be gluten-free. You can use, some paleo noodles, almond flour based. However, if you wanna be totally keto, the ones that I recommend the most are these right here. These are Shirataki noodles, 0 carbs, 0 calorie, and they look just like how the wheat ones would. Same shape and size and everything. They work great, they absorb all the flavors. Okay, so this is about done. Just gonna grab my blanched Bok Choy, baby Bok Choy, in the pan. In the pan, pot goes off. Move this around a little bit and this pot goes off as well. Got some residual heat here. We're gonna add in some final seasoning, a little more soy sauce, a little more of that black vinegar. And we're just deglazing a bit, getting that color, some of that flavor. Okay, so now we have to assemble this. We have our noodles. They can go in the pot. This dish, it's all get cooked in one. It's all mixed together in the 3 components. We have our meat mixture with the vegetables, we have our noodles, and of course we have that sauce that we made. So that's gonna all go into here. And just mix it up. Really get those noodles coated in the sauce, the meat, every component. And just look at that. I mean, look at that. Can you believe this is almost entirely carb-free, totally keto, totally paleo, no bad oils, no sugar. Amazing. All right, so let's plate it. We wanna make a big mountain of noodles, center of the bowl, all of the meat in there. You might notice I left a little bit in there. Why did I not put it in there? I'll tell you why. I want to eat it. That is why. Gotta taste it. Always taste your cooking. See how it is. Oh my gosh. That is good. Creaminess from the peanut butter. We have the spice from the chili oil. I could even do more spice. And that is gonna be an option. I'm gonna show you. Finishing touches. We have the green part of that scallion I was telling you about. Slice it thin. Make it rain on top. Add a little bit of the extra chili oil. Remember to get the good, thick, chunky bits. And just let it drip around. You can always add more. But that is it. Keto and paleo. Dan noodles. Amazing. You can find that recipe in the biOptimizer's Primal Paleo Cookbook, along with all of our other recipes, and watch those videos too. We have a video for every recipe in the book. Can't believe it. Anyway, that's it for today. I'm Gil Butler, the Primal Chef. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think. Are you as excited as this? Are you as excited as I am about this dish? This is one of my favorites. Let me know, and we'll see you next time.